Hello, and welcome back to Pugmire Pioneer Puppers, episode 18. When we last left off, a lot of craziness had happened, as always. Does someone want to do an official recap, or do we go without it?
Jess, go. Did we lose her?
I'm dead!
Oh no, you're
What,
dying.
can you not hear me?
Now
Nope,
I can.
now we can.
Oh. Man, I got all excited and was like, Rosabella became an aunt! And a daughter!
Yeah.
All at once.
Yes.
What else? We found that, Lily, Rosabella's sister, killed somebody from the Black Paw.
Yes.
Is Jess becoming?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try my phone again.
Yep.
We'll figure this out, y'all. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
First, I have to figure out how to exit out of this right now. Go down! Why is it...
As was said before, it's not a Pugmire session without technical difficulties.
No, not at all.
It won't let me exit out.
Alt F4.
Here we go. Bye!
So yes, to translate for what was not really heard, that Rosabella got adopted, and she has become an aunt and a daughter all on the same day.
And Lily came back.
Yep.
We learned about the Black Paw, like their current actions. Jess, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Mic check. Mic check.
It's
Hello?
very clear. That is a lot
sounds
better.
pretty good, yeah.
I love that I sound better to you all, and yet you guys come back to me as robots.
Oh, yay.
No.
Alright, and we're back.
Hell yeah.
It truly is not a Pugmire session without somebody, mainly me, having technical difficulties.
One day we will have a Pugmire session with no technical difficulties. One day. I swear.
It'll be the last session we ever have.
Probably.
And then we'll all be bawling because, of course, it'll be the one last session.
Yep.
You have spoken the truth, and now it is set in stone.
Yep.
It has been written out with the dog bones. By any means. Recap. What we've covered. We've gotten to the point where Lily came back. We learned about the Black Paw. We had a family meeting. Rosabella got adopted. I think that is all the high points of the session.
Pretty much.
I'm your aunt!
Yes.
Alexandria fucking suffered for hours. She was made to run.
Yes.
Theo was having the time of her life, so...
Alexandria actually had to sweat.
She's not happy about it still.
Which, I say that, though dogs don't sweat, they pant.
She was panting very heavily by the end of that. She is meant to be a sneaky, sneaky lady. She is not meant to run.
Sneaky, sneaky snake.
Oh, God.
Show yourself out. Turn yourself around. Time out, Jess.
Absolutely not. I do the time. I give the timeouts.
Anyway, Talon, go! Take
Yes.
it away!
So, after the events of the day, it is the cool evening of late spring. It is starting to turn to summer, as there is a small bonfire in a brazier lit in the middle of the Pomeranian grounds. Most of the family is sitting around. There is a light wine being passed from cup to cup, as this is one of Rex's few times of calling everyone in the household to spend some time together and to stop running around like chickens with their heads cut off. And as you are sitting around the fire, drinking, talking, singing, doing whatever you're doing to relax, a very familiar mailman appears at the gate.
Which mailman is it?
It is Speedy,
Oh!
as he is lit in and with a jog that looks like he's running because of his immense speed. He comes up to the family, and he is carrying with him, as he pulls them out of his bag, a parcel and several letters.
Oh, God. Who does he dispense them to?
So the parcel is delivered to Rex along with one of the letters. 3 of the letters are handed to Brianna. The rest are spread around the family. They're just general mail, condolences cards, and things of that nature. One letter, however, is directly handed to Rosabella and Alexandria. It is a single letter, and it is basically addressed to both of you.
Oh, God.
Oh?
So, I like to imagine, because of the little bit of tension between the two of them, that for the first time in a long time, they were not sitting together. So I like to imagine they both have to like scoot over and open that letter, and Alexandria is like already tearing it open, politely and respectfully, but she's opening it.
So, it is in very poorly worded dog. It is adorned with the, it is adorned with a very memorable seal from the cats.
Is it
From the cat?
Is
From
it
the
mayor
cats.
cat?
It is. Well, he is called a mayor. He is technically a duke.
Oh shit. What's it say, Talon? What's he saying?
In very poor, we'll just say English for the sum of it. Greetings, cousins, and my dear friends. I am so excited to let you know that our carriages will be arriving early in the morn. I cannot wait to meet the greatest warrior of the dogs and to have an epic battle with him. I look forward to and hope you are treating my niece well.
Oh shit. This feels like a Rex letter.
Yep. I have sent my declaration of combat directly to the warrior himself, as well as the ceremonial cloth of the family. However, this is to inform you that we will not be staying in your manor, but have been shown to a rather well-appointed hotel. There are several lines of scratched-out words that in dog would make sense, but not in the order they're received. And then a couple lines down, it's just scribbled in. He's happy to be coming and is really looking forward to seeing the two of you again, and wishes to test Rosabella's combat ability, and to see if she is upholding her knighthood.
Oh. As
Also,
Rosabella, that's exciting. As
yeah,
Jessica, oh.
as well as let dear Princess Makoto know that her father is also among the spectators.
Oh.
Oh no.
I feel like they've seen enough of him that at this point it should be a little more like, okay.
He's there.
Yep.
He's always there. Always there.
There is an
When is he
ellipsis.
not?
Yeah, there is an ellipsis followed by officially.
Oh my god.
Official.
Well, he always is there, just not officially.
Yes.
So now it's official.
Oh my god.
Glad he made it official this time.
Yup.
God.
So yeah, he is there officially.
Okay.
So I think Alexandria will take just a moment, kind of fold the letter after she's sure Rosabella has also read it, and just. Well, grandfather, it appears that the Duke of the Cats will be arriving tomorrow. And Makoto, he wanted us to inform you that your father will be watching during the bout.
Yes, I look forward to it. I have seen. She turns and you can kind of see a little bit of a blush coating her white fur as she says, Grandfather Rex's sparring training. It will be
So,
exciting.
so I feel like Rosabella, after reading the letter, because I'm sure that she let Alexandria do it first and she took it afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
After being handed it, she just mumbles, just, "Oh, I need to, I need to train."
As Rex
I
has not spoken up this entire time, as you notice, he is kind of agog looking at the open box in his lap.
Grandfather?
What? Oh, yes. Sorry. He reaches in and pulls out a box of cigars. Kind of expensive cigars as well. They're not like the ones he smokes. These are like the kind of king would smoke.
Yeah, Alexandria is like already raising a brow at him.
And he reaches in his other paw and pulls out a very large silk pennant.
Oh.
And it is marked with, give me 1 second. I will drop it into the out of character chat. The House Korat seal. I really hope I'm saying that right.
I think you are.
It looks like a correct pronunciation, whether
Mm-hmm.
going back to remembering how it's spelled. So.
I'd guess you were correct. Now, here's the thing. I'm trying to remember what that looks like.
I put it in the.
No, like a piece of clothing.
Oh, it's not clothing. It's a pennant. It's a flag. Basically like a very long tapestry.
Ah. Interesting. A bit of an odd present for you.
I don't believe it's actually a present. I think he holds up the letter that is more official looking and better translated, as it's actually gone through several aides instead of coming directly from the person and then being taken over by a translator. He hands it to you, which it leaves out the familiar stuff that is directed to Rosabella and Alexandria, but basically says the same thing, though worded more officially.
I think Alexandria reads it over, kind of shakes her head, and is just already passing it back to Rex. And just, uh, so, he wants you to wear it?
Yeah, it's not to wear. I think. Well, he looks up at the flagpole that normally only has the Pugmire flag on it. I think we're gonna have to raise all 3 flags finally.
Talon, did I, or because we talked about I was going to do setup, did I already take care of the other flag stuff?
Yes.
Okay. So they just sent in like an official one?
Yes, this is the official challenge one.
Okay.
It is made of silk with gold and with gold embroidery around the edges. With the black is a dyed silk and the red is actually blood dyed. It's called blood dyed, but it's not actual blood. It's just how you get that deep red. Which, actually, Echo would know that blood dye is made from ochre and oil. Ochre is a type of stone.
What letters did I get, Talon?
So, it depends on if you're wanting to keep them completely secret or not.
I do.
Yes, you have several. One is an invoice, and 2 of them are thank you letters.
Excellent. How is, by the way, Makoto's familiarity with like our doggish utensils going?
She has gotten quite used to them. She's fine with spoons because they use something similar to spoons as well. But she's getting the hang of forks, but she still spills a little bit more than she. It's kind of like the toddler stages again, using a fork for the first time. She hasn't really gotten the whole spearing the food thing down. But yeah, as the wine is flowing, Makoto will actually stand up and, as is tradition, she will hand every member of the family that is there, which I'm assuming Echo is here as well, because it's kind of, he's there anyway most of the time. She actually hands everyone a small ceramic cup, flat, and she will pull a ceramic bottle out of a bag she has been wearing around her shoulders and waist. And she will, starting with Rex, pour a little bit of sake for everyone.
Nice.
So I'm gonna assume she pours them all out for everybody. Kind of stands there like, bottoms up.
Yep.
Kind of vibes.
She actually does, after she has finished pouring the last drink, which by this time the bottle is pretty much empty. You have a large family compared to cats. She gives another bow and just says "Kampai," and sits down with her own drink.
In our time with her, would Alexandria have picked any of that up?
You've picked up a couple of the slang words from her. Not really to be fluent, but you do know that means cheers.
So Alexandria, she'll go ahead and drink it.
It is smooth and warm.
Oh,
And when I say warm, I mean it has been warmed up before she served it.
Oh, hell yeah.
truly the best kind. Literally, like, I've tried some. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Rosabella's gonna drink it as well.
Cheers.
As everyone goes around the circle taking their drinks, she will knock hers back in one, as is tradition.
So I imagine Rosabella had hers like up to her mouth as she was taking a drink, watches Makoto do it, and just knocks hers back because she's like, well, okay.
Yep. So yeah, the party continues well into the night, with everybody just relaxing and spending time with family. I think at around 11 p.m., Rex would finally do the smacking of the knees and standing up and like, well, I'm turning in. You young'uns are free to stay up longer if you want, but make sure to keep your heads clear for the morning.
Of course. And Alexandria will just give like that little head incline of her own. And yeah.
That's just kind of nods towards him.
At some point in the night, one of the servants, probably one of the butlering staff, will actually pull out a harmonica and start playing.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. No, it's good.
Yeah.
I gotta see if they actually have this song. 1 second. I is it frickin' copyrighted? I hope it's not. Oh no, it is. Well, anyway. It shouldn't matter if I say it though. They start playing Home on the Range.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So I guess we stay up, we drink a bit, and then everyone turns in.
Hmm?
Yeah.
So the night passes calmly for most of you. Echo, Brianna, Alexandria, and Rosabella, I want you all four to roll me wisdom saves.
Oh no.
Let's try this. Hold on.
Oh, that's a
Hold
nat
on.
20 for Alexandria.
Nice.
Oh, let's give this a try. Hold on.
I almost want to willingly fail it, but I also know it's probably a bad idea.
16.
Oh!
Woohoo!
Double nat 20?
Alright. 19.
Oh.
Yep. Okay, so, all of you do pass. There is, while you are sleeping, there is an ominous and foreboding feeling that flows through your minds. It is almost instantly dispelled, but it feels as if someone with strong magic is trying to reach out to you in one way or another.
Does that magic feel familiar in any capacity?
It feels vile, and it feels intrusive.
Mm.
So I like to think, like, after, that bit of trying to reach into her mind while she sleeps, Alexandria just way she breaks away from it is just her jolting awake, sitting up quickly in her bed, a hand over her heart. And I think she takes a second, drawing in deep breaths just to steady herself before she's on her feet and she's moving. Um, I think her first stop is to go check on Rosabella.
Mhm.
Um. So, with that being her first thought, fun fact: Rosabella, as soon as she got it, instantly set up, of course, dagger in hand because she doesn't sleep without it. Um, already on alert, is looking around because when you wake up with something like that, especially whenever it's a bad dream or something like that, you wake up and you think it's gonna be right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
So she's looking around, double checking and all the spaces because at this point she's in an unfamiliar room because now being in that one room, she's even more on edge. So she goes to open her door because she is going to go check on Alexandria.
I like to imagine Alexandria is midway to knocking as this door opens.
Yep.
And so I like to imagine there's just that moment of silence, both of them staring at each other before Alexandria just, did you feel that?
So you felt it too. Okay.
That I did. I'm going to go check on grandfather. Do you want to go for Bayo?
Yeah.
And meet in the
And
middle.
Echo?
Yes, I can stop by Echo on my way. Uh, whichever of us is closest, we'll stop by Echo. We'll split. We'll work in the middle. We'll check on everyone. Is that
Okay.
fair enough? All right. And with that, Alexandria is just gonna take off.
So, but Brianna, probably being more familiar with magic, my first thing probably would have been I would have sent out a few messages to probably first grandfather and then to Rosemary.
Yep. He responds immediately, and the only thing you get back at first is shit.
Send it back. Wake up.
Rosemary is not responsive.
I would then message because I assume we have a head of guard.
Mm-hmm.
I would then message them next if she's not responding. And then I would, I think, actually go looking for Ollie.
Yep. The head guard is awake at this time. He would not be sleeping during the nighttime. He prefers to take the night watch.
Mm-hmm. So he's aware and he would get a bit more of, he would know I tried to contact Rosemary and she's not responding.
Yep.
So I'm putting more urgency in him.
He will tell you to check the barracks and go take his rounds.
Okay.
Allie is also unresponsive.
Would I know where he sleeps at this point?
Yes.
Alright, I'd immediately make my way there.
Okay, would Rosabella cross paths with
Yes.
Dale?
So all of the girls are in the same wing, all of the boys are in the same wing, and then the guards barracks is in the middle.
I would have messaged Kane too.
Yep. Kane is awake and aware, but as you message him, you get, I can't wake up Makoto.
Fuck. Oh my God.
No. For Alexandria, because she took off out of there, is she closest to where Echo is or where grandfather sleeps?
So they are on the other side of the house in the north wing.
Yeah, Alexandria took off as soon as that conversation with Rosabella.
Yep.
I'm gonna assume grandfather's study is closer to the edge.
Yes, but he does not sleep in his study unless he's up late doing work. He actually has his own master bedroom.
Where is that?
It
Located
is in the
comparison to
central.
library?
It's in the central of the north wing.
Okay, is the library near the end of the north
Yes,
wing?
the
Okay,
library
so
is at the end of the north wing.
all right, so we're stopping by grandfather first.
Yep.
So Alexandria.
You have not seen this room that often,
Mhm.
so as you are approaching the. So, how do I explain Rex's door? This door is ancient.
Mhm.
It is made of plates of iron oak
Mhm.
that has, over the years, taken on a black patina, to where even the gilding on the emblems and seals surrounding it has started to take on a blackness from the age of this door.
Mhm.
This door has been around since the first Pomeranian head.
Oh.
It is always the room taken up by the head of the household. It
Mhm.
does not matter if they are male or female.
Mhm.
And on the under the crust of patina of the door can still be made out the almost illegible but quite cleanable family motto of the Pomeranians,
Mhm.
as well as a frieze of the founding members.
Oh.
As you approach the door, it is swung open immediately, and you are met first by the smell of old cigar smoke,
Mhm.
and then by the smell of freshly oiled leather and chain as Rex steps out in full gear.
Oh, fuck. So I like to think Alexandria, though she was moving quickly, she was moving quietly. More so out of habit than anything else.
Mhm.
I like to imagine that door swings open and in an instant she's like making sure she's not in shadow, standing straight and just grandfather.
Yep, I felt it, but I don't know what it is.
Right. Rosabella is taking the rest of the girls' wing. I'm going to go check on Echo. Um, if you could join, just we're trying to make sure that everyone's all right. Uh,
Right.
and she hesitates for a second and just whatever it was unnatural to say the least.
You're telling me. Go on. You took the lead. Let's see where you go.
Yep. Alexandria gives a little nod of hers, and she's taken off to find Echo.
He is right behind you. He does tend to clank and squeak a bit with his full armor and his maul hanging off of his back.
Here's the thing: is I like the contrast between Alexandria, who because I imagine she did not even get out of her PJs for once, is like quiet as a little mouse, and then he's just completely destroying that. Um, I do think Alexandria kind of shoots a look back to him at one point, shakes her head, gets to the library, and just kind of if it's unlocked, she's going straight
Yeah,
in.
there's no lock on the main door. There is on the librarian's study, which is
Mhm.
basically where Echo sleeps.
Mhm. So Alexandria will like take the stairs two at a time. Like, 'cause I imagine it's like you open up the library. There's probably
Yep.
like, yeah.
So
Uh,
the library actually has 3 floors, which is unusual for a lot of buildings, but it also goes up to an orrery.
mhm. Hell yeah. But Alexandria is just full speed, 2 stairs at a time till she gets to the library study door, and then she is pounding on that. With a little echo.
Yep.
He gets
Echo,
up.
you passed, so you are awake, and you are not incapacitated.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, Alexandria is pounding on your bed on the bedroom door that you sleep at while you're staying at the mansion.
So open the door.
Yep. The second Echo opens it, Alexandria kind of gives him a little nod and just, I'm glad you're all right. I'm going to assume you felt it as well. Come along. And then she's just going to turn on her heel, take off,
Yep.
back up the stairs. And she is aiming to get back to Rosabella. Well, actually, Fiona would be in the same wing.
Mhm.
Would Kane be in this wing?
No. So
I thought Fiona didn't sleep at this house.
she doesn't. But she does have her own room, and if she
Yeah.
is it's late enough for her to sleep over, she will sleep in her own room.
Okay.
And I imagine because we all turned in after
Yep.
drinking.
Okay.
She was out in her bed.
Yep. Are any of our other siblings here?
Yes. So your the brother you called back, the Wanderer, he did show up earlier in the evening, right about the time the bonfire was getting lit.
All right. Does Alexandria know where his room is? From memory in the boys' wing.
I think you would know where it is. I would say you do. It's been a while because he hasn't slept in it for like 4 or 5 years, but yeah, you would remember where it's at.
All right. So that's her next stop as she's running through. Kind of slides to a quick little stop in front of his door. Knocks, and if he doesn't answer, she has thieves' tools.
Yep, there is no answer.
Right, automatically, she is pulling out her tools and she's going to try and pick the lock.
Yep, go ahead and give me is there a roll for that or
Well, let's see here. I don't believe so, but I'm
yes,
going
there
to
is
say-
actually.
Is there?
Yep,
Where's that?
it is steel.
Oh. Where I'm blind. They search, survive, heal.
Top right.
Oh god, I'm blind, Talon.
There you go.
Oh, I'm using a card. Take a card from me, Talon.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Oh, well.
You actually don't have to because these locks are ancient. Most of the room locks have not been upgraded since you were a child, and you were trained by picking these locks.
Yeah.
You with the familiarity, which you don't actually have to pick the lock, as you realize as you're setting your lock picks in there and turning, you end up locking it instead of unlocking it, and then re-unlocking it.
Yep. She's gonna play that off, and she's just gonna quickly stuff her tools because I imagine she just like grabbed her bag when she was running out.
Yep.
And throw the door open.
Yep. Your brother is laying in the bed, fast asleep, red-faced, and snoring quite well. As the door is thrown open and basically slams against the boards across from it, he kind of opens an eye, looks at you, grumbles something unintelligible, and then rolls over and goes back to sleep.
Alexandria gets this look of utter frustration on her face. Takes in a deep breath and gives a man, forgive me. And she is going over and she is shaking him.
Yep. Once you start shaking him, he sits up, and he is in that state of half asleep, half awake. But you get a, what was it?
Daniel, get up. We need to go.
Right.
Did you feel anything pressing against your mind?
No.
Right. You have a minute. Get up and get moving.
He reeks of alcohol.
Oh, God. How many did you have?
Bottle and a half.
Daniel. You understood that you need. This is not the time. We have more important matters to handle. Just get up and get ready.
Right.
Is there anyone else in the wing that she would know would be home?
Nobody else would be here. Kane and Makoto are in the marital suite.
Okay.
Though they are not married at the moment, they are close enough. Yeah. Rex was like, you know what? They're going to get married anyway, and I don't want to stuff her into the guest room, so they can have the marital suite. Which, as the family members would remember, is where their mother and father used to sleep.
Oh, God.
I feel like the moment I knew they were going to be there, I would have done immediate renovations.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
immediate.
everything that belonged to your mother and father that they didn't take with them was burned when they left.
Right, like kind of something basic so that they have enough, to like put their own like style to it, but enough that there should be no trace of anyone else ever living there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the minute Daniel's ready, and if he's not getting ready,
Oh,
quick
he
enough,
he
I would-
gets ready. I mean, he basically just rolls out of the bed, puts his boots on, and picks up his. It kind of looks like a lute, but it has 6 strings on it instead of 4.
Oh, uh, interesting. Um, is there anyone is Marital Suite closer to Rosabella and Bayo or closer to where Alexandria
It
is?
is actually so the way the house works is you described it as being a large U shape, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So in the center, where you've got the north, you've got the south, and you've got the west wing. The east wing is the guest suite, which is actually a detach.
Mm-hmm.
So the west wing is actually the marital suite. It is its own wing.
Oh, okay.
It is also directly above the dining room.
Okay. So is Alexandria near that currently?
Yes.
All
It
right, so
is.
I
It
think-
is right in the middle. Basically at the bottom of the U shape on the second floor.
All right, so I think the second he's ready, I think she just looks towards grandfather and just, I'm going to go check on Kane. Go ahead and take him. Try to meet up with Rosabella. I'll meet up with you soon. And with that, she's just gonna take off again.
He will trudge off towards Rosabella and kind of dragging Daniel around, and you hear as he's going up like, "Hey, hands off! I had to make this guitar."
So
I guess back to Bayo and Rosabella.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as soon as Rosabella sees Bayo come out, she just
yeah, I
assume
probably
you
like
felt it.
I walked out and you probably see me like start moving in the direction of, you probably know where Ollie's room is. It's like, yes, you can come along with me. I've sent some messages. Grandfather's aware. Kane's aware. Makoto's not up. Rosemary's not responding. The head guard is responding. He's taking his rounds now, but I mean, obviously we don't like this.
No.
Ollie is just fine.
Okay.
You get to his room and he is sitting up and he's doing the thing that little kids do when they've woken from a bad dream, kind of clutching at his ankles and rocking a bit, watching the door as you open it.
So I'll come in, I'll crash, and I'll like open up my arms to him.
Yep, he will run up and hug you immediately.
Yeah, and I'll pick him up, like, come along, darling. All right, Rosabella, onward.
Okay.
We should
Rosabella
go
spares a glance at Ollie and then heads out towards.
Yeah.
get
I
the
guess,
guards in motion.
Yeah, the guards are moving. The ones that have woken up are. So you do hear movement and noise coming from Fiona's room. But
I will immediately stop there.
Yep.
Fiona.
Yeah.
So the noise immediately stops as you call out.
I immediately open that door. I'm not trusting anything right now.
Yep. You throw open the door. The bed is empty. The window is open.
I look. I make eye contact. With Rosabella. Could you pursue that, please?
Yep. On it.
Yep.
So,
Go ahead and
yeah.
give me a notice check as you look out the window.
I'm going to. Do I know where Lily is?
Lily would be in. Would actually be
Did
at
she
the
leave
Branch
or did
family.
she do?
She left.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just, if she was here.
She's
right,
not here.
Okay. And then I will send a message to one of the guards to go assist Rosabella.
Yep.
Maybe take 2.
So
Okay. So, wait. Which role am I doing?
notice.
I hand her my umbrella.
I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find it. Because now that I got a computer, I gotta find everything.
Yep, it's kind of low on the right-hand side of the skills tab.
Rosabella, if you would like to hop out that window, please use the umbrella.
Okay. Yep. So, from your vantage point looking out the window, there are luminous footprints.
Ah, yeah. So Rosabella like grabs the umbrella and goes.
And
She
as
just
soon as
goes.
she goes, I then direct another message to Alexandria. Something has happened with Fiona. I have sent out Rosabella. And I'll kind of give her like a gist of what direction, like, like heading out from where Fiona's room is, so that direction. So she would know I've asked Rosabella to pursue this, and I've sent 2 guards to go assist, but that to give her the avenue of changing gears of where she's going.
All right.
Yep.
Is Alexandria is able to message back?
Yeah.
Yes,
you can respond to
my
message.
All right. So I think what you get back is understood. Have you heard from Kane? Going to Rosabella. Check on them. Sent
Okay.
grandfather.
Okay. Quick response, and I'm like, God, my spell was. Already spoke to Kane. Makoto's non-responsive. As soon as I woke up, messaged grandfather. And then kind of like the et cetera of my rundown.
Yep.
Yep. And I think in that Alexandria gives her rundown, and then at the very end just says, "Please be safe. Love you." And then she automatically turns on her heel and is running in the direction she was told Rosabella went.
Yep. You head down. So you have to go down the main foyer stairs to get there because she's on the first floor now. Unless you want to jump out a window.
Would you say Alexandria has rope?
Yes.
Could she quickly just duck into a bedroom, quickly tie it off, and just start going down and try and see if she sees the footprints?
Well, you said you're not dressed, correct? You're in your PJs with your purse, not your rucksack?
Yep. Yeah, so she's just gonna have to...
You can improvise.
Yep.
You can tear the curtains off of a 4-poster and tie them into a rope. It will take less than a minute to do so.
Yep, Alexandria will do that because it's going to be quicker than her going all the way around to get to the stairs.
Yep, so you can go into one of the guest rooms, which, considering where you're at within the U, would probably lead to one of the empty rooms in the guards' barracks. So, there are sheets and blankets you can tie quickly into a rope and tie to something heavy, which would probably be an armor stand.
Yep, she'll do
and
that
you
really
can
quick.
slide down.
Yep, sliding down the minute her feet are on the ground. She's automatically looking for the lights or sign of Rosabella.
So what you see immediately hitting the ground is a pair of light blue luminous footprints leading away from Fiona's room. The first pair, right under her door, right under her window, are the deepest, as that was the point of impact. The rest are shallower as they move away. You cannot see Rosabella's footprints because of the moonlight and everything. The sun has not risen yet.
All right, yep. Alexandria instantly she takes just a split second to make up her mind, and she's following the footprints. She's running, but she is trying to be quiet and occasionally, I think, dipping out of sight just so she doesn't run up on them.
All right, go ahead and technically, since you're running, I would need a disadvantage roll for this, but go ahead and give me a flat stealth, and we'll go against the notice of the person you're chasing.
I'm using a card. Take a card. That's way better. Dear God.
Yep, dirty 20.
Yep.
Yep, you are... So as you are running up behind, going as fast as you can, as low as you can, there is a moment where you see the strong back of Rosabella, who is also following the footprints. You don't see the guards, but you can hear them. they are making enough clanking noises with their armor from around the corners that you can hear them.
Okay.
But as you come up to Rosabella, I am going to need you to actually make me a charisma save.
Hold on. So just the one by charisma, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you are fine.
Ooh.
The person you are facing, there is a 3-foot tall weasel in front of you, and they hit you in the face with some kind of powder as you ran up onto them.
Yeah.
Quick question, Talon, because
Yes.
Alexandria was sneaking. Is she able to kind of, seeing what's ahead of her, quickly duck into some of the
Yes.
bushes and kind of sneak around to get behind the weasel?
Yes, you can.
So that's what she's gonna do. She doesn't take a
Well,
second to notify Rosabella,
hold on.
duck into the bushes.
Hold on. I know that you wanna do the sneaky sneak on it. But this weasel just put powder in my face.
Yeah, no, it's happening at the same time. Don't worry.
Okay, so
Um,
okay. While that happened, Rosabella just kind of like she just blows air back at it, like to get it out of her face before it can hit her. Because that was a 24.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
She blows it right out.
yep.
And just snarls
Actually,
as this is going on.
not a save. Give me a Constitution roll.
Give me a second. Hold on. And skills, right?
No, it just be...
Or, no, save.
Nope, so on the left where your roll is, it's just whatever your con modifier is. Just a d20 plus your con mod.
Oh, okay.
If it helps, love, your con mod is +3.
So yeah, d20 plus 3.
And if it helps, also, if you want to roll through this, you can, if you type in /R with a space, and then you put, you put /R and then put a space, 1d20, you can just roll a d20 that way.
Give me a minute. I'm figuring this out. Okay. I'm doing my best here. Okay, so on the left side.
Yep, that's just to get your modifier. You can also click on, if you don't want to do the /R d20 plus 3, there are also dice on the left-hand side, or you can use your physical dice. I trust you.
Hell yeah. +3, so a dirty 20.
Yeah, you are... So, as you blow out, it's more like a... And you do a Superman blow. As this powder flies back in the badger's face.
Oh, hell yeah.
Awesome.
Can Alexandria just kind of duck out of the bushes real quick and pull out? Because I imagine she would have grabbed her dagger before she left.
Yeah. I would assume it would be in your purse. You step out of the bushes after Rosabella blows the air out. Mm-hmm. As you notice, the weasel falls backwards, stiff as a board.
Rosabella, I have no idea what you just did, but it was effective. And Alexander's going to quickly, crouch down, grab onto the weasel.
He is quite literally stiff as a board. You can pick him up like he's a 2x4.
Yeah. Is there any sign of Fiona?
Nope.
Does he smell like Fiona?
Nope.
Shit, I should have thought about that.
Is it his footprints? Is he
Yes.
glowing? Well, he doesn't smell like Fiona.
So, as you lift him up, you notice that he is covered from waist down in a luminous lichen.
Would Alexandria have ever heard of weasels doing that?
No. This seems to be something particular to this guy.
Rosabella, you wouldn't happen to have any rope on you, would you?
No, but she looks. Hold on. So she looks down at her shirt because she wears like pants and shirt
Yeah.
to sleep in. She rips it and just hands, like she ripped at the bottom and just hands it to Alexandria. Just make do.
That I will. Alexander's just going to quickly tie his wrists together, kind of pass him over to Rosabella, and just. He doesn't smell like Fiona, and the footprints end here. Are we certain that Fiona stayed this evening in the house?
Go ahead and one of you give me a wisdom save for memory recall.
So I would say that I would have told grandfather too, that like Rose, like something happened with Fiona, etc., etc. The attention that send him to go support, and me and Kane will walk down. So would he remember?
Yes.
Okay.
So he, after a moment of you updating him, he would have said, Fiona was here last night. I think she fell asleep in the kitchen.
I'll go off to the kitchen real quick.
Yep. You head down, and she is also unresponsive when you find her slumped over in a chair with her forehead resting against the table.
I think a sigh of relief just like leaves my body, and I'll go over and I'll just like kind of like rub her head. It's like, Fiona, please wake up. Fiona?
As you are attempting to wake her up, she does rouse.
And then right after that, I would send a message to Alexandria. Found Fiona in the kitchen. Don't know what happened in her room. Be safe. I love you too.
So what you get back is, glad she's okay. Found a weasel covered in lichen.
Mm-hmm.
Think it was not connected? Question mark? Like you just get an image of a question mark.
Yeah.
And then she just, we will head back. Glad you're okay.
Okay. And then I would like kind of sleep, like, grab like Fiona by her hand and lead her back to where everyone else is. And I try to catch Grandfather. Grandfather, they're coming.
As you are leading her back, go ahead and give me an Arcana roll. Echo, since you and Rex have actually made it to Kane's room with Makoto and has finally gotten her awake, you can as well give me an Arcana roll.
16.
Okay. Okay. Echo, you will get the better information out of this, but you both will come to the realization that what you fended off was absolutely, it was a spell. It was a mass sleep spell.
Oh.
Huh. He was trying to break into the house and got caught.
Yep.
We woke everybody up for nothing.
Nothing.
I do want to say, like, after that message from Bayo, Alexandria just, Fiona has been located. We are to head back to the house and meet up with them. And I think she takes a second to look to the guards and just, we'll be all right on our own. Could you please begin a patrol of the grounds?
So
yes.
you said this weasel's like 3 foot. Like it's not big at all, right?
No, he is not big at all.
Since she was handed the weasel, she's gripping onto this mofo real tight. Like not tight enough to strangle, Because, like, I'm sure that, like, mentally he's still aware.
Nope, he is not.
Oh, okay. He's just paralyzed completely right now.
Yes, he is literally paralyzed as you fended off and blew back in his face dust of paralysis.
Oh.
Okay. Well, she's just gonna carry this guy and she's just, let's go. And starts heading back.
Yep, Alexandria will follow.
Yep. As you get him into the light of the house, which have been turned up by the guards, you realize what you at first thought was a weasel is actually a sloth.
A sloth?
Yes. He is dressed in black leather armor, and he definitely has lockpicks on his belt.
Can Alexandria take his lockpicks?
Yes, you can.
Are they good quality or are they bad quality? What quality are we talking here?
They are medium quality. They're not the kind that'll break on one use, but they're probably not going to be worth it for a master lock.
Mm-hmm. Alexandria will be handing these over to grandfather, but I think she just kind of takes a second as they're heading in, kind of appraises them and just, decent enough, but he's no master thief. I think, which is easy enough to tell, but by any means.
So I think what they come back to, right, is I'd gather everyone into like a big cuddle pile.
Mm-hmm. Rosemary and the other people that couldn't be roused have finally been woken up, as it takes a full action to wake someone from a mass sleep spell. They failed their check, is why they were not able to be woken up.
So, if everyone's all come together, and by the time that they get there, Rosabella just, well, not weasel.
Technically. One of the guards will pipe up. So, we don't really make the distinction, but still works for the weasels, still works for the badgers, so close enough.
Of course.
Still a pain in the butt.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
agreed.
Grandfather?
Yes.
Alexander will kind of approach him, kind of hold up the lockpicks, and then just, I also destroyed one of the coverings for the bed to quickly get out of the house in the guest room.
I'm not worried about that, although, quick thinking, I would give your whole thing probably a B.
I was being graded in the middle of a...
Of course you...
Grandfather.
He's like, and?
Yep.
So, whatever he was trying, he tried to put something in my face, okay? Some type of powder. I blew it right back in his own. So, now he's paralyzed.
Yeah, I think it'll probably wear off in about an hour. He kind of pokes him with the end of his stick. Maybe a little longer. You're lucky you didn't breathe it in, though.
It's just rude that he tried to put it in my face.
Well, yeah.
You'd think they would know by now, not to bother with me.
You would think.
So, what should we do with him?
Ask questions.
I would say perhaps find somewhere to keep him until he becomes coherent, and then question him.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Rex kind of pulls a frown as he starts pulling on his chin hair scruff. As you notice, he's not wanting to tell the family something.
Grandfather?
Yeah, I figured it'd come out one of these days. Come on. And he stands up and starts walking. This time, instead of going towards the library, he goes on the other side of the mansion to the south wing. under the women's section and starts walking down a passage that technically shouldn't be there, as he kind of knocks on a wall in a certain way and it swings open, leading down.
Alexandra will follow directly after him.
Yeah, Rosebell's right behind me there.
After about a flight and a half of stairs, you reach a stone-lined corridor that is quite cold. As in, it's a good 25 degrees colder than the surface.
Oh god, we have a dungeon.
You have a dungeon.
Oh god.
As he throws open the last door, it is quite dark down here, though the luminous lichen from the sloth is enough to illuminate your footsteps. It is a straight passage, and there is a single burning candle on the other side of the door.
Grandfather,
Yeah.
how long were you planning on keeping it hidden that we had a literal dungeon underneath our house?
Well, I mean, we have to have a place to keep people that act up, you know?
No, that's completely understandable, and I understand the reasoning. How long were you planning on not filling any of us in on this?
So, he kind of lowers his shoulders and his head a bit and mumbles something before giving a cough, straightening up, and says, welcome to the madness of great-great-grandfather Manfred Pomeranian.
What would we know about great-great-grandfather?
He has been
Manfred?
stricken out of the family records. That's what you know
Oh.
about him.
Oh, instantly Alexandria's ears are perking up just a little bit, and she just...
You mean the one that was stricken out of the records?
Yes. He kind of had a tendency to, he liked to experiment on people.
Right.
Hmm.
Makes sense then why you did not inform us as pups that we had a dungeon underneath the house.
Yes. So he points to the candle. That candle will never burn out as long as a Pomeranian lives in the household.
Is there some type of magic upon it?
From the records that we were able to recover before the mob tore him apart and burnt his lab down, apparently it is tied to the family's bloodline, and it will only burn out when the last Pomeranian dies. He was apparently trying to find the secret of immortality.
Right.
There is one other thing. There is only currently one prisoner in this cell, in this dungeon.
We have a prisoner on the premises.
Technically, whatever you do, he points into a corner that is behind silver bars, and there is a... the only way to say it is there is a summoning circle behind silver bars.
Grandfather,
Yes.
this is the point where you begin to explain exactly why we have a summoning circle underneath the house, and you do not do the thing where you refuse to give information.
It's
Why?
actually easier to show than to explain. And he walks over and knocks 3 times on the silver bars and says, Manfred, you have family visiting. As a semi-corporeal spirit of a Pomeranian with mad eyes appears behind the silver bars.
He's seeing the most disheveled version of his entire family.
Yep.
We all look like a mess.
Well, that's not what I expected to encounter this evening.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly expecting for the demon to trap my soul in the summoning circle that I put him in either.
Right, but you thought it was a good idea in the first place to begin messing with a demon.
Yeah,
Uh, do you want to explain the logic behind that, or were you completely lacking in it?
So he actually lowers his head and he says quite clearly, but quite morosely, my therapist says I shouldn't actually bring up that part of my past anymore. It might cause a relapse.
How about we confirm before therapists are not a thing in Pugmire?
They're not. He is not confined to Pugmire.
I think Alexandria blinks once, twice, and just
Therapist?
Ah, sorry, that concept hasn't come yet. So let's just say there's a circle of hell that is to straighten out the bad spirits that go there.
Right. And you are currently confined in all technicality to that
Yes,
circle?
until I am deemed no longer insane.
Right.
So while all this is going on, Rosabella is just gonna take the cloth and kind of put him in another cell.
Yep.
And close the door. And just kind of,
Yes.
this is so much to go on in one night.
That it is. Sorry, I'm still trying to process the fact that I'm speaking to you when you were torn limb from limb and burned, and that's a
Yes.
that's a good bit to process in a moment, and also the fact that you built a dungeon underneath the house.
Yeah. He turns his head, and it seems like he's listening to something. Before he just turns back to you, looks you straight in the eyes, and it is disconcerting, Alexandria, as he looks you dead in the eyes, and you feel a connection immediately.
oh fuck.
Ah. Yeah, I can't tell you anything more. And he literally just disappears.
Did anyone else feel that, or was that just me?
Yeah, he does that. He, So, if he looks into your eyes, he tries to possess your soul. He can't technically because of the silver bars, but because he's family, it does still kind of make a connection.
Right. And what was with him saying that he could not tell me anything else?
He's a taciturn pain in the ass.
It seems to run in the family.
You're not wrong.
Alexandria gives him like a little bit of a smile before just shaking her head and just.
I have had more than enough to process for the evening. If we are sure that he will be secured down here, we could take an hour, at least get a coffee. It's still far too early, and
Yes.
get ready to actually question him.
Yeah, we'll station one of the guards down here. He's watching Rosabella locking him up, and yeah, make sure you strip him down to his, well, make sure he doesn't have anything on him.
Fair enough. She opens and just goes back in. Does as she's told. And then comes back out and locks it as soon as
Yep. As you are carrying his gear, you notice there are multiple bags of different powders. None of them are labeled, by the way. They just have a series of knots, different types of knots holding them closed. Yeah, there is about 8 different bags of powders. One of them is empty. There is also what appears to be a broken wand in his bag.
Huh.
Would anybody want the powders? That way they can figure out what it is, what kind they are. Or would I be able
I'm
to?
not. Yeah, because here's the thing. Above table, I don't think Alexandra would be able to figure them out. She would not be against having an extra thing in her arsenal.
They are
Would Echo be able to?
Echo or Brianna would both be able to figure out what they are.
Okay, like so she's gonna hold on to them to
So
give to either Echo or
Echo
Brianna.
takes a look at the bags as you're holding them out, and So the only one that's open is the empty one with the paralysis powder. But going through and sniffing and looking at the other ones, you can determine that there are. These are technically potions. There's a potion of invisibility. There's a potion of haste. There's a potion of healing, which it is not healing like you're healed. It's healing like it makes the creature follow you.
Oh.
It's HEEL, not HEAL.
Oh.
And
interesting.
The rest are sleeping powders, paralysis powder, and the very last bag you are so glad he did not use on you. It is a powder of petrification.
Oh.
But given the dirty 20, most of these probably only last for about an hour. Except for the petrification one, which is permanent.
Oh. Wasn't that fun?
Thank God.
I would recommend that perhaps we dispose of that one. While it could be useful in some circumstances, I think it best not to take the risk.
Well, seeing as how I easily blew it back in his face, none of us wanted that to happen to us. So I agree.
Yeah, that works. You plop the flaming sphere in the middle of the room, and whoever wants to can toss the powder into it.
I'm gonna assume it's probably Rosabella because she's holding the bags.
Yep.
Yeah.
It burns up.
Horrible.
Oh yeah, it burns up quite quickly, and when the fire actually hits the powder, it goes from its normal reddish orange tinge to a greenish blue tinge. If you know your chemistry, you will know what that means.
All of us looking at Talon with wide eyes.
It has a copper base.
That's what I was thinking. I was running through everything of, okay, what would turn out?
I was head empty.
Yes.
But yeah, I assume we station a guard down there, head back upstairs. I assume Daniel passed out and didn't even come downstairs with us.
Absolutely.
I do think Alexandria just kind of catches one of the maids that's kind of early in the morning bustling around. Just,
can you get some coffee started?
Yes, mistress. Right away. We've already started. It'll be another minute or two.
Alright, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and head upstairs and get dressed. I'll be back down in a moment.
And she's just gonna start trotting up the stairs. So get ready.
Yeah, Rosabella's gonna do the same thing, you know, with a ripped shirt and everything. Yeah, probably best way to actually get changed.
Once everyone goes off to get prepared for the day, and you get dressed, you get your proper gear on, and you get your coffee and some breakfast. By the time everyone is prepared and awake enough, the hour has passed.
Hell yeah. We all got to have a cup of coffee. Alexandria's is like 90% milk and sugar. Like 10% coffee.
Yep. Your faithful canine is still around. It has not found anything to bite, though, other than it has been trying to gnaw on the leg of the petrified sloth.
Lord.
So yeah, everyone is awake and you can go back down to the dungeon.
Hell yeah. I assume we all head back down.
There is a faintly glowing sloth slumped over on his hind legs, hanging onto the bars of the cage.
Does he say anything as we all begin to head down the stairs?
He is silent.
Are you going to make this easier, or are we going to have to go through the whole routine?
You shouldn't have taken me alive.
And why is that?
You can change that easily.
Like she said, we're being kind.
He slowly shrugs his shoulders. I didn't get to say the line.
This isn't a play. If you really want to begin saying lines, perhaps then you should hurry up.
You'll never take me alive, coppers.
God damn it! Alexandria is completely straight faced. I, as a player, am losing my shit. I think Alexandria just kind of raises a brow, steps closer to the bars, and just.
Right, you've got that out of your system. Now, why exactly were you breaking into my sister's room? And why did you see it appropriate to attempt to put the whole family to sleep?
Makes it easier to steal. And it looked fancy.
What exactly were you aiming to steal?
He very slowly shrugs. Whatever.
Can Alexandria roll an insight?
Yes.
Would that be a notice?
Oh my god, I've been fucking muted this entire time.
You have. Oh no.
Okay.
No, it would be sense motive.
Okay.
So I got a 2 on my insight check because the moment he said, I'm like, insight check.
I got a
Hold
4.
on.
Oh wait,
Let
I
me
can roll
try
one
it.
of those card
Yes.
things. Yes. Oh, that's not
That's a
mine.
1.
That's not mine.
Hold on.
Wow, I had a 2 earlier. Okay.
Okay, it's all on Rosabella now.
Yup.
I'm trying to find it.
Bottom right hand.
It's a sense motive.
Bam.
Yes.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
that's so far, love.
Is that off of intelligence?
I think it's off of. Let me see. Sense motive wisdom.
Oh, wisdom. Okay, I have a 17 then.
Okay, then yeah. Everybody wants to. Okay, yeah. Rosabella, Echo, and Bayo. You all get the sense that he's being as truthful as he can. Because of his slow speech, he does not really inflect at all.
Do you like being a sloth?
Would you?
We can change that for maybe an hour.
Ha. Ha.
Would you like that?
Sure.
You hurt me, and one of them will kill you.
Got it.
Wait, oh, I don't even have to touch him. Great. Okay. So I cast polymorph. And I turn him into he can be.
Just make him a dog.
I know, I'm just what do I want to make him? I don't want him to talk too fast. Oh, he can be a golden retriever.
Oh boy.
It's fine.
Oh, okay, this is interesting and different.
Yes, so we have an hour. I mean, I could cast this again, but I've been a little bit busy.
Right, by any means. You broke into our house with no plan, nothing specific you were looking for.
Nope, just wanted cash.
Oh, you're not associated with any specific group and anything of that nature?
Nah. So, I'm guessing none of you have heard of Speedy the thief?
No.
I'll
No
roll.
Speedy mailman.
Absolutely not. Rolled a 3. Absolutely not.
Yep. So, yeah, this would be... Oh, technically it would be a local role, or a local information role, so no culture would do.
Oh, I think
Why
I
not?
know that. 15.
Oh god.
Yep, Brianna and Rosabella, you're the only ones that actually get this one. 14 was just below the minimum. So, so Speedy the thief is actually a very almost unknown cat burglar. The only reason he is known is because it normally takes him several hours, if not days, to rob a house.
Oh my god.
His MO is that he will put the entire house asleep and take anything he wants. Oftentimes he is found and captured because during his
I'm sorry if I'm typing anything. Ignore it.
You're okay.
I'm really, really trying to just scroll down.
Yeah, I know. You're good. But as he is normally captured because during his ransacking, he has either A, fallen asleep in the victim's bed, B, got stuck because it's been long enough for his metabolism for him to have to use the bathroom and could not get out of the bathroom, or C, the people have woken up before he's made it out of the house.
Oh my god.
I like to imagine Alexandra and Brianna had this moment where they like slow rolled their eyes, looked at each other, and like just like deadpan face.
Oh, absolutely.
Can you believe this?
God.
It is way too early to deal with this. It's way too early. There's too much that's going on today.
Along with his MO, he likes to target nobles.
So he's a copycat burglar.
Do you steal for fun, or do you have a reason for your thievery?
Mostly for fun, but I do use some of the money for, so I actually ended up, what I'm looking to do is buy me a nice fast horse.
Can I ask why?
He just turns to you and gives this look like, really? You're asking why?
I understand because you're a sloth. I understand that logically, but that just seems like a big jump to make. As Rosabella has stated, it is far too early for this.
If you just wanted a horse, why not steal it?
Exactly.
Because they move too fast for me.
I was about to say, like, you both asked your questions, and I'm just, like, slowly eyeing both of you.
Right, but
no, I mean, like, if you're slow enough...
Get one in a stall, or one that's sleeping. They can't move that quickly if they are in a stall.
Then they probably
normally it takes me about a week to climb a horse.
Then how do you...
Because if I buy one, the guy will actually put me on top of it.
Right. But
and then
what's
you will
your
never be able
long-
to believe it.
What is your long-term plan with this?
I'm supposed to have a plan?
I suppose.
Yes,
you-
Just
every
looks
decent
at Bale.
thief has a plan.
Rosella looks at Rayon and just. I don't think we're gonna get anything else out of him.
Yeah, because our insight says he's being truthful, right? He's not like.
Yeah, no, he is not lying.
Okay, how about I cut you a deal, soft man?
Okay.
Okay, I can for 1 hour let you ride the fastest horse in existence, and you stop all this thievery bullshit, or at least never target. And I like list off some like, you know.
I can do that.
Okay,
Just,
deal?
it has to be in my normal form, though.
We can do that. We'll see you after an hour.
Grandfather.
He is over in the corner just face palming so hard.
Yeah, I think Alexandria just. It wouldn't happen to be somewhere in the family plans to wipe memories in any capacity. Is that something you've never informed us of?
No, I don't know of anything that can do that.
Right, that would be incredibly useful right now.
It really would.
Oh, you're asking for us. Okay.
The only thing I know of would be a severe disadvantage at the moment.
I have to ask you, no, I do. What are you even considering?
I have an entire bottle of scotch in my room.
Oh, that sounds amazing, though.
We're not this morning. Any other tonight when we get home, Grandfather.
Yeah, I am fine with that.
I'm going to take this as a chance that I don't have training this morning. I would recommend we all head back upstairs and finish breakfast until he becomes a sloth again.
That actually sounds amazing.
I look at the would you like to stay a golden retriever for the rest of the hour, or would you like to return immediately to being a sloth?
Oh, I'm fine either way, honestly. This is nice, but it's weird. Everything moves way too fast.
You know what?
How do
I'll
you
let
think you're going to feel when you get on the horse?
Oh, you'll see.
Okay. Well, I'll let you. Here, I have a proposal because why not? Grandfather, what if he learned how to do some zoomies and we'll just burn some energy?
Okay.
There's no reason. Why not make the day weirder? I'm over this.
I don't believe that we can make the day any weirder, Bayo. What, we've already reached the threshold for that, and we aren't even yet to the arm wrestling match, which is a whole other thing.
I got a 15 on his insight by the way, like when he and I made that deal. Like, is he going to be good on our deal?
Yeah, he will absolutely be good on the deal.
Alright.
So he is, he is a thief for the fun of it.
Okay, all right, I let him out.
He is an absolute thrill seeker sloth.
Okay. Come along, and I take him to an obstacle course.
Yeah, he follows along.
And I just pour it, and I'm like,
actual thief.
Yeah.
Run, have at it. Enjoy being fast.
He zooms around.
What if you turned him into a horse?
Oh god.
Just ugly. This dude comes and robs us, and now I'm just giving him the time of his fucking life.
Yep, he
I
is
think
having a blast.
I think I got so mad I wrapped around to now I'm humored.
I like to imagine it's just like Bayo takes him off. Alexandria and Grandfather share a very long, very tired look.
Oh, absolutely.
Rosella just leaves to go get some more coffee.
Yeah, this is a black no sugar day for coffee.
Heathen.
Yep.
And then after the hour passes, I'll cast Phantom Steed.
Yep. He reverts back to being a sloth, and he does actually do something dumb as you cast Phantom Steed, as he lifts his arms up very slowly to Brianna. Uppies, please.
I just, you see me, like, Brianna, she just starts to rub her temples a little bit, and I look at Rosemary, I'm like, uppies, Rosemary, uppies.
She sighs and lifts him up to the horse, and as she's lifting him up, you hear, "Wee."
God damn it!
As soon as he hits the back of the horse, his back legs grip in, and he stands up as straight as he can with both arms raised out.
Speedy, you need to sit on the horse and grasp the reins, and then I will have it start moving.
Okay. He grabs the reins.
This
And then
man's gonna die.
I get some rope, right? Rosemary, please make sure he is secure to the horse.
No, I got it. And you look, he is holding on for dear life to the saddle with his feet. Like, he could not be removed from that.
Alright, I have it go its full 100 miles per hour.
Yup.
Just like jumping all over the place, like fast as fuck.
Yeah. He loves it. He is having the time of his life.
Oh my god.
Why is this? Why is this?
Why is this
What
happening?
we gotta deal with?
We're already emotionally tired from everything happening. Alexandra's got to sleep in for the first day in like a week. That would have been her only day.
Yep.
Yeah, her eyes are like slightly twitching, and she's like, I never thought be this low on spells for this reason, but you know what? And I look over to Rosa. You are going to be extra alert today.
Yes, ma'am.
And then I'll continue to, I'll kind of sit and just idly watch, and
Yep.
pay attention to Speedy, the fucking horse.
Oh no. Oh no. So, Speedy is actually true to his word that he will never rob anyone again, as during his last he falls backwards and falls off the horse, clutching his chest.
I polymorph him into a bird.
It doesn't matter, because polymorph does not work on inanimate objects.
What?
Oh.
He's dead.
He died of a heart attack.
Why is this happening?
I rolled on a table.
Like that's like Rihanna, like has like this real deadpan look on her face, and I'm too tired for this. Rosemary, can you? I don't know, Rosemary. What you tell me?
So, as this happens, all of you wake up in your beds.
Oh no!
What?
We had a fever dream.
Yes. Yes, you were all sharing a dream.
What the fuck, Talon?
I'm going to, that means I got my spell slots
Yes,
anyway.
you have not spent a single spell slot this day, and it is 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I at that moment, right, like, I start going knocking on doors. Hello, are we all here?
That was the weirdest fucking dream I've ever had.
I go scoop Ollie back up.
That was such... How?
So, if you had failed the check, this would have been the darkest, most malicious dream you've ever had. In passing, it became a silly and stupid lucid dream.
I just Alexandra, do you think that dungeon's still real?
I don't know. Do you...
You hear yelling down the corner, "Yes, it is! Don't tell anyone!"
Okay.
Bayo.
And then
Alexandria is like grabbing her paws.
you
that
see me
look
about
in
to
her
like
eyes.
cast a spell, and I like looking in the eyes. Yes.
Bayo.
Yes.
You know, it would not hurt anything if we were to perhaps just take a peek.
Yes, just the moment, and I cast sending to Speedy. Hello, are you alive by chance?
Who the hell are you?
Did he also have this dream?
Nope.
I am someone who. Would you like to ride a horse?
I would love to.
And I just say, I will speak to you later on this. Please stop being a thief.
He starts praying.
I am his god now.
Yeah, Bayo is his god. I think at that, Alexandria just kind of keeps a hold of Bayo's paw and starts dragging her down the stairs.
We're like making.
Okay,
Just,
so
Rosabella.
after with all of this, Rosabella just had gotten herself dressed, walked out, ignored everybody, just
I think
walked to go get more, just to go
and,
get
Yep.
coffee.
and I grab your wrist. I'm like, you're coming along.
I just need to see
Coffee.
how what
Coffee.
No, Rosabella, this is more important than coffee. I know currently we are at odds, but this is we're going don't
And Alexandria just drops her voice and just, we're going to go see the dungeon. Come along. And she's just gonna drag Bayo, who's dragging Rosabella, and we're going to the dungeon, Talon.
Yep. You go to the blank wall. You hit the bricks in the order that Rex did in the dream. You walk downstairs, and everything is the same except for there are no silver bars with a summoning circle. It is just a normal dungeon.
Good.
I don't know
Good.
whether to be disappointed or relieved, and I think it's a bit of both.
Listen, dear sister, there is this thing I've heard around, and it's called fucking around and finding out, and I'm glad we don't have to do that now.
You're not wrong. Now,
Coffee.
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 Do you think that the maids are up currently?
Oh,
I'll
look
make
at
the
my
coffee.
failed self. I don't even care. And Rosabella just goes.
I like to imagine Alexandria and Bayo just sharing a look and then just heading up the stairs to also go get coffee.
Oh no, I said I would offer to make it.
Yeah.
I think at that, Alexandria just,
I have never made it before.
Well, I suppose today's a day.
Right. That's exactly what I want to learn to do after that dream. Instead of drinking a cup and then trying to go back to bed.
So, who has the best survival role? Because survival governs cooking.
can we have a coffee off?
Yeah, you can have a coffee off.
Here's the thing: is I feel like I'm just gonna roll for Alexandria because I don't. It's a wisdom, so it'd be a -1 to whatever she rolls.
Yep.
So would it be? Hold on. So survive.
Yep, survive.
Oh god.
Okay, it's me. It's me.
Echo and Brianna have the best score.
Here's the thing: is I like
It
to
makes
imagine
sense,
it's like
honestly.
this whole.
Yep.
I want to imagine it's like this whole scene where like Brianna and Echo are trying to like walk Alexandria and how to like make coffee. Rosabella's trying to help, but somehow Alexandria fucks Rosabella's cup over.
Yep.
It's like way too dark. It's gone for like way
So,
too long.
yeah, I would say with the results as they are, Alexandria, you make a pot of mud, like almost literally. The grounds aren't in the percolator, they are just in the water, and it becomes just mud. Rosabella
just makes water. Hot
No.
water.
Rosabella, you get an achievement. Burnt water.
Oh, boy. I think Brianna takes.
Rosabella is just not thanking. She wanted coffee the first thing. She wanted coffee first thing, and they denied it from her.
Yep.
So she is not even.
Rosabella, darling, please go sit down. Sister, you also get out of my kitchen.
Yup.
It's technically literally all of our kitchens.
Get out.
Isabella doesn't even let her finish. She just grabs her and starts dragging her and just sit.
Yep, within.
She still has the pot in her hands.
Oh yeah,
Nobody
absolutely.
took it.
It is heavy. Yeah,
Get a
it doesn't
bacon.
take long for Echo and Brianna to come out with a decent pot, a few decent pots of coffee.
Yeah, start serving everyone. I'm like, all right, Anya, here's some for you, and then
Thank
all right, over here, Rosemary, here's and then I put like an assortment of like sugars and like creams and stuff on the table. And then I go back to make more.
Yup.
Here's the thing. I imagine Alexandria just her eyes are following Bayo as she's working, and she just,
Do you mind letting me have one more try?
Yes, now that we have a good portion out.
so Alexandria will take her cup that I want to notate has like a splash of coffee in it.
Yup.
As she's like walking over, sipping on it, she will give it one more try.
It's like, do you want some coffee with your cream and sugar?
It's literally mostly cream and sugar. She does not.
It's
I'm gonna use her
not
card.
bad.
End of session. I'm just gonna use her card.
Yep. With the 12, it's not bad. It's actually pretty decent coffee.
Well, I'm glad.
Oh,
With the 12. I'm glad we have the 12.
Yep.
Rosabella is just drinking the coffee that Brianna and Echo had made, and it's just black. It is just black. It's just black coffee. She's not even looking at anyone. She is just staring into the distance. Just her mind is just she did not want this. There's just too much.
Yep.
Too much has happened that she's just blank faced.
God.
Yep. As this is going on, you are close enough to the front of the house that none of you need to roll a notice check for this, as you hear the clear sound of barding and horse hooves coming up the gravel road.
Do you believe that is the Duke and his entourage?
I imagine, Talent, I would have prepared to like ordered catering for breakfast because I feel like I would know when they're coming.
Oh, you do know when they're coming. This is not them.
Is this my catering?
Yep.
Great. So I'll usher them in and I'll start directing them to where I need to go. And I imagine I probably, because I was predicting how this day would potentially go, not in the sense of the shenanigans.
Yeah,
but just,
this was off the mark, yeah.
Yeah, like I figure I would have had like breakfast, snacks, and a lunch prepared to go. And I think I would separate some of the breakfast for the family. I'm like, it's fine. And Anya, could you see about if some of the staff could now supplement? You're welcome to this too, of course. But if we could now supplement the breakfast I'm allocating to us.
Of course, I will get right on it. And she will take a serving tray and start separating things and moving things around. She will set up the headboard and everything, so it will be a nice, luxurious spread.
Yeah, and then I'll go to the cook. Like, could you, there's some breakfast available. You are welcome to it, but if you could make some so that I could replenish what I'm separating.
Yes. And
Thank
they
you.
will get on that and start working at things, and it doesn't take too long to get everything sorted, and it takes about 20 minutes for her to cook everything well.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the things she cooks actually doesn't take that long to cook.
She's been taking care of the family for years.
She has.
But yeah, we have breakfast. I imagine everyone. It's like a really weird silent breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this breakfast, right? I probably gave them all the dog portion of it and just saved like maybe like I split some of the cat more cat ones like and just so Makoto could have some of it.
Yep.
But I didn't want to make Makoto cook, so we're just replacing like dog British whatever breakfast.
Yeah, it would be more British, and the cat food is more Japanese or Japanese, Chinese, Taiwanese in nature.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not just Japanese, it's more of just Asian culture in general.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, at about the time you are finishing up breakfast, the front door is opened up and you hear Konnichiwa!
I like to imagine it's just the whole
Konnichiwa.
family turning so slowly after everything.
There is
Bella.
there is a 6'4" Maine Coon standing in the doorway, dressed in a ducal raiment, carrying a very large greatsword.
Oh my god.
Good morning.
Welcome to our home, and I'll gesture to somewhere for him and his crew to come and like have their breakfast.
Yep,
Start
they will
being-
come in and sit down. A lot of them actually sit Caesar. Like, they see the chairs and they just get on top of the chairs and sit Caesar.
Oh my
I think
god.
I feel like Makoto would have told me enough that she and I would have made arrangements for them to be comfortable.
Oh, they know about chairs. This is their mindset of, oh, we're supposed to sit in chairs here. We'll sit in the chairs in Caesar.
No, I mean like we would have had tables and stuff set. For
Oh
them
yeah,
to
no,
sit.
they're there.
Okay,
They are just sitting
okay.
where they see the chairs, and they're like, oh yeah,
Got-
this is what we're supposed to do.
Okay, I'm just like They can do what they want if that makes them happy. And I'm like, all right, come along, bring breakfast. Thank you.
So I will actually have to, because I have to reveal just this of his stats. He has a 7 intelligence.
Amazing,
Oh.
baby.
Yep. The Duke is strong. He is not smart. Which is why they also made him a mayor, because he couldn't really screw up a bunch of muscleheads.
Lord. How does Makoto look at seeing her uncle again?
There is a massive eye roll. And that's about all you get out of her for the first 15 minutes.
I feel like she and I like share this look because we had specifically set stuff up for them, and we're like, it is what it is at this point.
Yep. And with that, we're actually going to call it for tonight.
Dear God, Dallin.
Oh no.
Did you have that plan to send us on the crazy
I
ghost chasing
did.
century?
So there was a really, really big possibility. If you had failed, this would have turned dark instead of light.
Oh?
Yep. I had this dark, depressing ghost haunt thing planned with the dungeon and everything, and it was going to get dark, and there was going to be like whole murder scenes and everything.
Do we actually have a great grandfather that was?
Yes, you do. That is
Did
true.
we actually talk to him, or was that just a person?
That's just part of the dream.
Cool.
But thank you everybody for listening. Have a good night.
Dear God.